Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 12th video lecture for second year students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosia Imran, your mathematics teacher. Chapter number 5, first two exercises we already done, and the last exercise of chapter number 5 we started in our previous lecture, and we done the first three questions of exercise 5.3, in which we find the maximum value of the feasible region and minimum value of the feasible region. Today we will start question number 4. Question number 4 is minimize z equal to 2x plus y, means that the objective function is which one? F of xy is equal to 2x plus y. This is the function in which you have to find the minimum value of the given graph. And you have given two inequalities, x plus y greater than equal to 3 and 7x plus 5y less than equal to 35. And with this you have also given x greater than equal to 0 and y greater than equal to 0, which means that the graph is in the first quadrant. X greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0 means that it is the feasible region, and feasible region, you know that when x and y both are positive, so it will be in the first quadrant. So for these two inequalities, first of all we write the associated equation for 1 and 2. You know that associated equation, the inequality will change into equal sign. So x plus y equal to 3 and 7x plus 5y equal to 35. Now in the same way which we already done in previous question, that we put x equal to 0 in equation number 3 to get the value of y. When we put x equal to 0, so y is equal to 3. So the point on y axis is 0, 3. X is 0, y is 3. Now in the same equation number 3, we put y equal to 0. So x plus 0 equal to 3. So x is equal to 3. So on x-axis the point is 3, 0. So with the help of these 2 points, we draw the graph. On x-axis, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 0, this point. And on y-axis, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3, this point. So we join these 2 points and extend the line. So this line is of the equation 3x plus 4y equal to 12. Now we do the same step for equation number 4. We put x equal to 0. So when we put x equal to 0, we get 5y equal to 35. 5 is multiply here, shifted at other side, it will be divide. So 5 sevens are 35. So y is equal to 7. So we get a point 0.07 on y-axis. Now we put y equal to 0 in equation number 4. When we put y equal to 0 in equation number 4, so 7x plus 5 into 0 is equal to 35. So this will be 0. 7 multiply here, shifted at other side, divide. So 35 divided by 7. So x is equal to 5. So 5, 0. So with the help of these 2 points, we draw in other line the graph of the other equation. So on x-axis 5, y-axis 0, so this point. On y-axis x0, y7, this point. We draw a line. You can check that both the lines are parallel, they will not intersect each other. Now we have to find the test point. So the corner points are these 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 0, 0, 7. So test point, when we do test point for the first equation, so we put 0 0 0 0, 0 is greater than equal to 3. This is false, not satisfy, so means that the first line doesn't contain the origin, so the line should be in upward direction of this line. The shaded area is in upward direction. And for the second, 0 plus 0, 0 is less than 35, satisfy. So for this line, the shaded region is in downward direction. So this is the feasible region, and the corner points are, the corner points are 0 3 3 0 5 0 and 0 7. Now these points one by one we will put in the function equation f of x y 2x plus y. When we put in the function equation, so we get 6 3 10 and 7. You know that 3 is the smallest number, so we will get it from 0 3. So hence function is minimum at corner point 0 3. So in the same way, you have to do question number 5 and 6. In question number 5, you find the maximized value, and in question number 6, you have to find the minimized value. So you do question number 5 and 6, do it by yourself, just like the previous question, the previous 4 question, which I already discussed with you. Now come to question number 7. So 5 and 6 is your homework. Question number 7 is, the statement of question number 7 is not written here. Your textbook should be with you, then you can easily understand the statement. Each unit of food X cost rupees 25. You have given the two type of foods. One is represented with capital X and other is represented with capital Y. So each unit of food X cost rupees 25 and contain 2 unit of protein and 4 unit of iron, while each unit of food Y cost rupees 30 and contain 3 unit of protein and 2 unit of iron. Each animal must receive at least 12 units of protein and 16 units of iron each day. How many units of each food should be fed to each animal at the smallest possible cost? Means the minimum value you are going to find, and you know the animal protein and iron is the objective function. That is the objective of the question. 12 units of protein and 16 units of iron. So this is the objective function. Let X and Y denotes units of food capital X and food capital Y respectively. So X and Y represent this food capital X and capital Y, which is given in the statement. F of X denotes the cost function, then we have to minimize. So cost for capital X is 25 rupees and for capital Y is 30 rupees. So 25X plus 30Y, this is the objective function. Now the subject to constraint. The first one is 2x, 2 units of protein, so 2x. And then in the next 3 units of protein, so plus 3y is greater than equal to 12 because 12 units of protein greater than equal to 12. And for the second equation, you have given 4 units of iron in X food, and in Y food 2 units of iron, so 2y, and 16 units of iron. So this, all these are divisible by 2, so we simplify it, divide by 2, so 2x plus y greater than equal to 8. We get the inequalities, 2 inequalities. Now the associated equation of 1 and 2 are 2x plus 3y equal to 12, 2x plus y equal to 8. In the same way, we put x equal to 0 in equation number 3. When we put x equal to 0 in equation number 3, so 3y equal to 12, so y is equal to 4. When we put y equal to 0 in equation number 3, so 2x equal to 12, so x is equal to 6. So we get 2.04 and 60. So with the help of these 2 points, we draw the graph of equation number 3. So y-axis is 0, x-axis 0, y-axis 4, so this point, x-axis 6, y-axis 0, this point. So you draw this line, and this line represent the equation 3x plus 4y equal to 12. Now we do the same process in equation for equation number 4. We put x equal to 0 in 4, so y is equal to 8. And when we put y equal to 0 in 4, we get x equal to 4. So 2 points we get 0, 8 and 4, 0. Now on y-axis, x is 0, y is 8. And on x-axis, x is 4, y is 0. So we join these 2 points and we get the graph of the second equation, that is 7x plus 5y equal to 35. If you check, both the lines intersect each other on this point. To find this point, what will we do? We solve these two equations. For intersecting, for point of intersection, we get by subtracting 3 and 4. When we subtract 3 and 4, we get the point of intersection like this. 3, 2 is the point of intersection. So the shaded area we get by putting test point in the first equation. 0 plus 0, 0 is greater than equal to 12. This is false, not satisfy, so means that the first line doesn't contain the origin, so it will be above the line. The shaded area will be above the line. And for the second, when we put 0 plus 0, 0 is greater than equal to 8, doesn't satisfy. So again, the equation, the shaded area will be above the line. It doesn't contain the origin. So shaded area is this. Now the corner points for the shaded area, if you check, that is 6, 0, 3, 2 and 0, 8. These are the 3 corner points for the shaded area. So one by one we put these 3 points in the objective function. So when we put in the objective function, we get these values, and the minimum value is 135. So we get it from 3, 2. So since f of x, y is minimum at 3, 2, therefore hence 3 unit of food x and 2 unit of food y are used to minimize the cost. So this is the required solution. It's very important question. Now come to the next question, question number 8. In question number 8, you have given that a dealer wishes to purchase a number of fans and sewing machines. He has only rupees 5,760 to invest, and his space at most for 20 items. A fan cost him rupees 360 and a sewing machine cost rupees 240. His expectation is that they can sell a fan at a profit of rupees 22 and a sewing machine at a profit of rupees 18. Assuming that they can sell all the items that they can buy, how should he invest his money in order to maximize his profit? Means the maximum value we are going to find. So the objective function is which one? The profit is the objective of the this question. So the profit, he want 22 rupees per fan and 18 rupees for per sewing machine. So the objective function will be f of xy 22x plus 18y. Now subject to constraint, the inequality subject to constraints are x plus y less than equal to 20. Why less than equal to 20? Because he have space of that much items to that much items, means x is, if the x is the number of fans and y is the number of machines, so the capacity he have in his shop, that is 20 items. So the subject, it will be equal to x plus y will be less than equal to 20. Now 360 is the cost of fan and 240 is the cost of sewing machine, and the total amount he invests is less than equal to, means that is the maximum value 5760. So that's why less than in equal to, up to this or less than this he can spend, because this is the total amount which he having. So now all these we can easily simplify it by dividing with 40. So we get the simplest form of this inequality. Now we have to maximize f of xy, the associated equation of 1 and 2, the same way which we follow in the previous question, that we write x plus y equal to 20 and 9x plus 6y equal to 144. Put x equal to 0 in equation number 3. So y is 20. When y put we put y equal to 0 in number 3, so we get x 20. So we get 2 points. One is 0, 20 and the other one is 20 and 0. So with the help of these 2 points, we draw the graph on x-axis when x is 20, y is 0, this point, and on y-axis when x is 0, y is 20, this point. We join these 2 points. So this line represents the equation x plus y equal to 20. Now come to number 4. In number 4, we put x equal to 0. So we get 6y equal to 144. So 6 multiply here, shifted at other side, it will be divide. So when 144 divide by 6, so y is equal to 24. In the same way, y equal to 0 in number 4. So we get 9x equal to 144. 9 multiply here, shifted at other side. 144 divided by 9, we get x is equal to 16. So we get 2.024 and 16, 0. So means that on x-axis, the x value is 16, y value is 0, this point. And on y-axis, when x value 0, y value is 24, this point. So we draw a line. So these two lines represent the equation of equation number 3 and equation number 4. Both lines intersect each other at this point. So with the help of these two equation, the equation number 3 and 4, we get the point of intersection. How can we get the point of intersection? Multiplying equation 3 by 6 and subtract from 4. Why multiply by 6? To make the coefficient of y same. So when we multiply by 6, so this is positive 6y and this is negative 6y, it will cancel and we get the x value 8. And when we put x equal to 8 in equation number 3, so y value is 12. So the point of intersection is 8, 12. So for the shaded area, you know that we put 0, 0 in inequality. So when we put 0, 0, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, which is less than equal to 20, satisfy, means that the first line contain the origin. The first inequality, the first equation contain the origin. Now we put in the second, 0 plus 0, 0 is less than 144, again satisfy. So the second line also contain the origin. So the shaded area is this. Now the corner points are 0, 0, 16, 0, 8, 12 and 0, 20. These four are the corner points. These four corner points, one by one, we put in the objective function. Objective function is f of xy 22x plus 18y. And these corner points are given in ordered pair. So the first value we put in place of x and second value we put in place of y. So when we put these value in the objective function, we get 0, 352, 392 and 360. We are going to find the maximum value. So which one value is maximum in these? 392 is the maximum value, and this value we get from 812. So since f of xy is maximum at 812, thus 8 fans and 12 sewing machine to maximize the profit. Means that if he buy 8 fans and 12 sewing machines, so he can maximize his profit. Now come to the last question of this chapter, question number 9. This is the last question of chapter number 9, chapter number 5. So today, inshallah, we will complete chapter number 5. And after that, when again we start our video lectures, so we will start from chapter number 2. So chapter number 1 and 5, inshallah, you can easily prepare it in summer vacation and practice it. Now come to question number 9. So in question number 9, the statement is given: a machine can produce product A by using 2 units of chemical and 1 unit of compound, or can produce product B by using 1 unit of chemical and 2 unit of the compound. Only 800 unit of chemical and 1000 unit of the compound are available. The profit per unit of A and B are rupees 30 and rupees 20 respectively. Maximize the profit function. So this the profit is your objective function, and here we denote X denote the product of A and Y denote the product of B. And the profit function is 30x plus 20y and subject to constraint. So 2 unit of chemical, so 2x, this is from product A, 2 unit, so that is 2x, and 1 unit of chemical, this is from product B, so 1 y is less than equal to 800 is the compound, sorry, 800 is the chemical, so less than equal to 800. And for the second, 1 unit of compound, that is from A, product A, so 1x, and then 2 units of compound from product B, so 2y, and 1000 unit of the compound is available, so less than equal to 1000. Means that the maximum amount which is available, that is 800 chemical and 1000 compound, so less than equal to 1000. Now we have to write the associated equation for 1 and 2. So inequalities will change into equal sign. 2x plus y equal to 800. This is equation number 3. And x plus 2y is equal to 1000. This is equation number 4. Now we do the same process. X equal to 0 in equation number 3 we put. So y is 800. So we get 0 and 800. And on y for y equal to 0 in 3, we get x is 400. So 400, 0. And put x equal to 0 in 4, so we get y is equal to 500, and put y equal to 0 in 4, so x is equal to 1000. Now these values are very big. We can't take 1 unit of 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit. So for this, you choose the scale. You choose the scale on x-axis 100 10 small boxes equal to 100 unit, then it will be, you can easily draw the graph. And similarly on y-axis 10 small boxes equal to 100 unit. So when you write this scale, then it will be easy for you to draw the graph. Now we have to draw the graph. We take 100 units is equal to 10 small boxes. This is first, second, third, and fourth. So we can draw the equation number 3. 400 on x-axis and y-axis 0, this point, and on y-axis x is 0, y is 800. So this line represent equation number 3. And similarly for the next, on x-axis 1000, so means that the 10th one point, and 0 on y-axis, and on y-axis 0 and 500. So we draw this line. Both intersect at one point, this one point, we give them some name, A, B, C, D, any name we give them. So for the shaded region, you know, test point 0 plus 0, 0 is less than equal to 800, 0 is less than 800, satisfy. So the first line contain the origin, and the second line again test point 0 plus 0, 0 is less than equal to 1000. So satisfy, contain the origin. So the shaded area is both line contain the origin, so this area. Now the corner points are 0, 0, 400, 0, and this point, the point of intersection, we get by solving these two equations. So for point of intersection, multiply equation 3 by 2 and then subtract from 4. When you multiply 3 by 2, so it will be 4x plus 2y and 1600, and fourth is x plus 2y and 1000. So when we subtract, so we get 3x, this one cancel, 600. So 3 multiply here, shifted at other side, divide. So x is equal to 200. Now x equal to 200, you put in equation number 3, so you get the value of y. So 200 and 400 is the point of intersection. Now the corner points are which one? 0, 0, 400, 0, 200 and 400, and 0 and 500. These 4 points we put one by one in the objective function. When we put in the objective function, the maximum value, one is the one answer is 1000, other 0, 12,000, 14,000. So 14,000 is the maximum value. So we will get it from 200 and 400. So since function is maximum at point 200 and 400, thus 200 units of product A and 400 units of product B must be used to maximize the profit. So this was the last question of chapter number 5. I hope you will understand it. Try to practice these questions, and this exercise 5.3 is very, very important. Mostly one question come in board exam from chapter number 5, especially from exercise 5.3. So try to practice these questions. Chapter 1 and chapter 5, alhamdulillah, we done, and inshallah we will start chapter number 2 when we start our next video lecture. So take care. Allah Hafiz.